It's early in the investigation here, and university officials aren't talking a lot about details or the faculty involved, but students who studied music here, they haven't stopped talking about it.
A week ago Saturday, I made a Facebook post about it.
Over Skype, USU alum Amy Arachlin told me she posted on Facebook about music teachers using misogyny and emotional manipulation against her and other students in the department.
That started just many students contacting both of us.
All sharing similar claims of discrimination, humiliation and shame, threats and verbal assaults from their music teachers. And for Whitney Griffith, even rape.
I can tell you with absolute certainty that they have harmed many, many people.
Now a music teacher, Diana Klein, was one of the many who says she was emotionally harmed.
He screamed and yelled at me in front of 2 other faculty members and several students.
Klein says she was too afraid to even report him.
I was really scared. We all were, because the men in that department had so much power, and you knew that if you took one toenail out of line, you could lose your degree, everything.
And even though Klein keeps her connection with music and teaching, she says she's lost her love for performing.
After I went to Utah State, I stopped performing because the anxiety would hinder me so bad that I haven't been able to really move past that.
And multiple alum posting the stress and pressure coming from their professors caused physical illness and debilitating health problems.
If you feel like you're under threat, you can't grow, you can't progress, and I wouldn't wish my college experience on anybody.
Which is why she says she posted.
I think there needs to be some changes made. I do not have confidence in the current faculty.
The one that I had the biggest issue with is still there.
Claims the university doesn't yet have answers for.
We don't know at this point how many faculty, and we don't really know how many students at this point.
University officials say they've hired an independent reviewer down in Salt Lake to look through all of the allegations. They hope to have this all finished up in about 8 weeks. Erin Cox, ATV News. We've been waiting to hear back from President Cockett since February 16th. She didn't have much to say, but that's what she says is part of the plan.
Hey, how are you?
Sitting down with University President Noelle Cockett, she says she hasn't even been in contact with the reviewer, Alan Sullivan.
That was the agreement. I want a completely independent investigation. I can't start speculating. I don't want to react. I think it would be inappropriate to both the people who have come forward.
Those who came forward were former USU students posting on Facebook, saying their music teachers used misogyny and emotional manipulation, threats, and verbal assaults against them.
He screamed and yelled at me in front of 2 other faculty members and several students.
And one student even said she was raped.
I can tell you with absolute certainty that they have harmed many, many people over many, many years.
Amy Arachlin, who was the first to post about the department, said over Messenger, "I was contacted by both Alan Sullivan and a colleague of his and spoke with both of them. My husband did too, as well as several of our former classmates."
They need that opportunity to speak to an independent investigator with all the assurances that that person will lay it out for us. And if we have not acted appropriately, I need to be told.
Both Arachlin and Cockett say they're not sure when USU will be given the report or when any decisions will be made.
Whenever it happens, whatever happens, if I can make a change today to help people, move forward in the future, it's all about people's well-being. I'm there.
To keep USU safe, President Cockett says she's asked Sullivan for recommendations on policy changes for the program and hopes to have them within a week or so. Erin Cox, ATV News.
Today is the Run Strong 5K.
These racers aren't just here for the run. They're here for Morgan.
I've been good friends with Morgan for a couple years now, and so I thought I'd come out and support.
I ran to support Morgan, obviously. She's just a great girl. She's so much fun to be around.
They're running for her, but she created the run to help others.
It's the Strong, Beautiful, Capable Run Strong. and all the profits will go to her foundation.
Strong, beautiful, capable, created to help those who have been sexually assaulted, like Morgan was almost 4 years ago. In her freshman year at Utah State, Morgan says her friend Jason Ray Lopez came over to study with her. They started kissing, and she says Ray Lopez did ask her consent for sex, but when she didn't give it, he didn't stop. He raped her.
I felt disgusting. Like, I felt like I had totally, and I was wearing running shorts, and I was like, I could have screamed, I could have, you know, done all these things. But in the moment, I was so paralyzed with fear that I didn't do anything.
When she reported Ray Lopez to USU, she says they told her 5 other girls had already reported him and they had given him a warning. Morgan says she felt like the university wasn't listening to her and her friends stopped listening to her, calling her a liar.
That was really hard. That was almost as traumatizing as the actual event.
Morgan went to the police and Ray Lopez was arrested, but then she had to tell her parents.
There's no way I could tell him, and because I'm a daddy's girl, you know, so that was hard. And
you know, just angry with it.
I think I was a little bit stunned, kind of shocked.
She didn't even get teary. She just kind of pointed a finger at me and was like, all right, Morgan, you're so strong and you're beautiful and you're capable and you're going to get through this.
And that's going to be a choice that you make going forward. That is not a choice that someone's going to make for you.
And Morgan says she made her choice after feeling angry for years.
And I've forgiven him too.
She turned it into something for the positive, something for good, something that could benefit her and also help others.
And for them, giving a reason to run.
It's not so much about the run. It's, you know, hey, a lot of people we're together, we're banded together to support this.
I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of her and what she's done.
It goes beyond surviving sexual assault. It gets down to your core of being beautiful and strong and capable, and so it's meant everything to me today.